Hi, I'm Pastor Joe McGarry from St. Mark's Lutheran Church in Baldwinsville, New York. I'd like to welcome you to the Synod Assembly 2012. You are invited to attend the Synod Assembly of the Upstate New York Synod of the ELCA. We will gather together on Friday, June 8th and Saturday, June 9th with a pre-assembly global cafe on Thursday evening. The assembly takes place again at the Rochester Convention Center in downtown Rochester, New York. Any information you need, from driving directions to places to eat before or after the assembly, can be accessed at the Synod website, www.upstatenysynod.org. We have asked the Radisson Hotel to set aside a block of rooms for us on a first-come, first-served basis. Please remember that you are responsible to reserve and pay for your room. This is not part of the assembly registration nor covered in the costs. Special assembly room rate of $98 per night is guaranteed through May 15th only, so make your reservations early. Remember to mention that you are part of the Lutheran Synod Assembly when you get your room, to get the card that allows you for free hotel parking. Our assembly will be meeting on the second floor of the Convention Center. In one of the assembly rooms, we will conduct our business as well as worship. In the room directly next to that room, we will have our meals. If you have any special dietary needs, please be sure to note this under special requests on your registration form and check at the assembly registration desk when you arrive to be sure that your request has been noticed. The online registration provides options for buying meals through the convention and eating with others, or you can choose to eat in local restaurants. For those needing childcare for children of any age, be sure to note that on the registration form that you need childcare under the special requests. Options are available for the entire assembly, but you must pre-register your need. If you have any questions about the registration process, please contact the Synod office. Information for the assembly is available on the website, www.upstatenysynod.org. If you do not have access, speak with a friend or your congregation about downloading the information or call the Synod office. You can register online through the website or download the information and send it in by mail. Worship is provided throughout the assembly. The convention chaplain leads early morning prayer at the Radisson on Friday and Saturday at 6:30 a.m. We open and close our large group times together each day in prayer, as well as share in Holy Communion together Friday night. A prayer room is also available at the Convention Center throughout the assembly, and appointed chaplains are available for conversation. Bishop Stephen Dube will be our keynote speaker. Bishop Dube, one of our 3 special guests from our companion synod, the Evangelical Lutheran Church in Zimbabwe, will join us for the assembly. He will share information about their mission outreach and the ways that we can be partners involved together in global mission. In addition, Tammy Jackson, ELCA Director of International Leadership Development for Global Mission, will be with us for the entire assembly, not only speaking to the whole, but available for individual conversations. She will be a great resource for local, national, and international vision and possible ways to engage in global mission here at home. We will also welcome the Reverend Dr. John V. Putnin, Vice President for the Office of Philanthropy, and Mr. J. Lawrence House, Associate in Ministry, Senior Philanthropic Advisory, both of the Philadelphia Seminary, who will share with us what is being done throughout the seminaries and to train and equip pastors and church workers for leading congregations to step out in faith and engage in global mission. Plenary sessions or business sessions begin first thing on Friday morning. They are spread throughout the assembly and conclude Saturday at noon. They are times we share information, discuss issues, vote on motions, affirm ministries, share needs, and more. The Mission Fair helps folks think about our mission as a global church. On the street level of the Convention Center, a variety of ministries in the Upstate New York Synod set up displays for you to visit throughout the assembly. Be sure to visit the displays to gather information, pick up resources, and expand your vision for mission. This year, we will be providing a bag lunch on Friday so you can spend some extended time at the mission fair. Workshops are offered on Friday afternoon with a variety of options for learning. Check the pre-assembly information available on the website prior to the assembly or the special workshop booklet in your assembly packet upon arrival to find a variety of options including off-site community projects, health and wellness activities, and educational offerings. Sign up for our off-site option at the registration table Friday morning. Community projects are being offered again this year as a way to put our mission into action during the assembly. Town hall meetings with the bishop has become a regular part of our assemblies when we can meet with the bishop in a large group question-answer conversation together. Our Zimbabwe guest and ELCA representative Tammy Jackson will join Bishop Yergi for this town hall meeting. Fellowship time in the evening Friday is a great opportunity to meet with friends of old and new for conversation, encouragement, and friendship. The synodical women of the ELCA will be our hosts. We will welcome the Good Bookstore and serve in our store area this year, providing an opportunity to peruse and buy Christian books and supplies, as well as many internationally produced gift items. They will be located on the first level to the right at the bottom of the escalators. Some people ask, why attend the Synod Assembly? The Synod Assembly is more than a time to vote on a budget or do constitutionally mandated work of the Synod. We gather to connect with those in the larger Synod and the Church, both those who share our concerns and perspectives and those who are different. In doing that, we find inspiration that Christ is among us and working. We grow in hope and we see that we are part of the larger work of Christ in our world. We gain illustrations and ideas that we can take back to our congregations. We experience inspiring worship and music. For many of us, this is the one time of the year that we are able to worship with such a large gathering of Christians who are committed to the same Lord, the same goals, who identify, discuss, and work toward visions and missions, that we can do this as a larger community together. And this cannot be done by individuals alone or smaller congregations alone. Our theme this year is Mobile for Mission. This comes from the Bible verse, Isaiah 52, verse 7. At the assembly, look for feet to find your way around the assembly to learn about global mission. As Lutheran disciples, we are called to be mobile. That does not mean we need to spend all our time on Facebook or Twitter. What it does mean is that we are the hands and feet of Christ serving in this world. Throughout our time together, we will hear and see examples of faithful people who have been mobile for mission. They have served in disaster areas in New York State. They have traveled around the country serving where needed, and some have been around the world, reaching out as Christ reached out. We will also learn about the wonderful ways to serve God and one another. During the assembly, we will also vote on the 2013 mission proposal, which is not about how we work, but about how we work in our communities and as a wider church. We will learn more about the Feed the Roots campaign, which we launched last year. Feed the Roots is an important initiative of the Synod, which is helping to provide money for our very important ministries of campus ministry, outdoor ministry, and seminary education. We also learn more about what's happening throughout our Synod with mini mission moments. We will find out how we can join in together to help the malaria campaign. We will support Hunger Action's goal of 56 global barnyards raised. Know that visitors are welcome, whether you are a registered voter, registered guest, or a visitor for one day. When you arrive, please check in at the registration table, even if you are pre-registered. You will receive a packet of information and cards with which to vote if you are a voting member. You will also receive a map of the center, a schedule of the day, and other essential information. You can sign up on Friday morning for off-site community projects, and the registration staff can help with other questions you may have. Even if you are a visitor for one day, you shall check in at the registration table. For those with computers, there is a free internet throughout the hotel. We will have an intranet set up in the convention plenary hall for assembly work. There is no internet when we are meeting. However, there will be a web page available for assembly-related documents. Please read through the information available online before the assembly. Let us also include a word about Convo and Y'all. High schoolers, grades 9 through 12, called Convo, are an important part of our assembly. They actually begin meeting on Wednesday night, June 6th, and then join us to both participate and serve in the Synod at the convention. Convo information and registration is available on the Synod website. Our young adult group, known as Y'all, will not be gathering this year. We are reworking this ministry. There are a variety of young adult experiences throughout the year, including retreats at our camps and mission trips. You can find out more about these opportunities in the Upstate updates. Again, thank you for this time and prayer that you give by serving the larger church, and join us at the Synod Assembly.